and gentlemen, first leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
Many people believe that Jonny Clayton is on the shortlist, if not very high on the shortlist, as a Premier League pick come next year.
100.
A lot of that will obviously be determined, though, over the next couple of months.
Yeah, you've just listed off some of the stuff he's achieved this year. Winner on the Euro Tour, of course, as well.
96.
And Rosmalen in the Netherlands. But if you look at the amount of ranking money won so far in 2025, Luke Littler is out in front, obviously. This is since the World Championship, I should add. Then James Wade, but of course the match play final, a huge part of that. Then it's Jonny Clayton. 235 grand in ranking money won this year. Not too shabby from the Ferry.
$99.
Yeah, you could do quite a lot with 235 grand, couldn't you? Ryan Joyce would probably buy a Pokemon card or a retro computer game.
Well, he spent a big chunk of his money renting this big fancy house up in the northeast with its own swimming pool and God knows how many bedrooms. But he said, I'm only having it for a year, and the year is nearly up. So he's eyeing up something else,
42.
Slightly less grand. He just said he wanted to live for a year in a big house with a swimming pool, which he has done.
Well, I love goals in life, aren't you?
89.
Two of the best finishers in the game, these two. Ryan Joyce, we know his prowess on the doubles.
100.
Jonny Clayton,
160.
absolutely lethal himself. Didn't get the treble 17 that would have given him a dart at the bullseye.
36. Ryan, you require 150. $99. Jonny, you require 80.
An early break.
$40. Ryan, you require 60.
See there, nice big open bed for Jonny Clayton. Angle of entry really does suit going up at the top part of the board. This is Ryan Joyce's game. This is the thing that
12.
really does
Jonny, you require 40.
flag up as his key attribute. Not on that
Game
occasion
shot
though.
the first line. Jonny Clayton.
And I do feel like
Second
I've
leg,
got
it's Jonny to throw
to
first.
sort of correct
Game on.
myself a little bit here. Because at the very start I did say that with that sort of money Ryan Joyce may go buy a Pokemon card. I also have heard the rumour that he's actually sold his Pokemon
125.
collection.
Has he?
So I don't think he'd go out buying a new card now. So I've just got to editorially get that in.
He's not sold his collection of retro
100.
computer games and equipment, though, which he reckons is not just a few £1,000s. We're talking tens and tens of thousands of pounds worth of stuff.
100.
Hence the Tetris on his shirt.
He's a big fan of the retro games. I received a
96.
message from him on Tuesday actually talking about Shinobi.
A classic.
140.
I do like it though when players find a way to bring out their personality somewhere within their demeanour, whether it's something within the shirt, or
100.
the entrance
Jonny
music, the
require
nickname.
136.
Yeah, and plenty of ways of doing it. Ryan Joyce, of course, with the Tetris stuff. We have
86.
seen players proudly display their confirmed man-child status, and they're huge fans of professional wrestling and walking on with themed
100.
shirts like that.
Jonny require 50.
Double 16.
Game
Lovely
shot the
stuff
second
from
leg.
Jonny Clayton.
Jonny Clayton. Third leg, it's Ryan to throw first.
That's been a conversation started by Jonny Clayton as well, hasn't it? The Premier League
100.
one. Something that he's clearly said he'd like to be back in again. And we've seen that before where people make that a bit of a goal. Remember Stephen Bunting saying that he really wants to get himself back into the Premier League fold.
140.
There's only one way to do it, and it's win loads of games of darts and win titles, and Bunting's done it. Clayton is doing it.
134.
He is number 6 in the world.
So with that, he's done the thing already, hasn't he, of winning loads of games. We can see that in the runs that he's had on TV this year. 2 finals, 2 semi-finals. Is that enough, or does he need the title as well? Is it win lots of games and a title, or is it just win lots of games?
That's a good question, but your ranking will come into that as well. If you win lots of games, you can find yourself up in the sort of top 5, 6 of the world, even without one of the big titles. But that could be enough, particularly when you know that Jonny Clayton is a proven performer in the Premier League.
43.
Don't get much more proven.
I do feel like it's a conversation that's going to follow Jonny Clayton around over the next few months. He's certainly on that shortlist and in that conversation.
128.
Can he stick another one in there? Oh, didn't look. I thought that looked quite inviting for him
73.
to follow it, but decided against it.
Game shown the third man, Jonny Clayton.
Especially the angle of entry of which Ryan Joyce throws with.
Game
Oh, I certainly agree. When you have that flat angle of entry, you want the dart to be low in the bed, and that was perfect.
I just wonder, he's so fixated on that double 16
60.
that that's the double he was trying to leave, and maybe he's lessened his chances of even getting to a double because he didn't want to try and make use of the light. Look, we don't know. We don't see what they see. They've got a different
90.
view than we have with our cameras. They also should know how their darts behave better than anybody else in the world.
100.
But Jonny Clayton's behaving pretty nicely at the minute. 60% on doubles and a close to 99 average. This is proper ferret business.
140.
Doing as they're told, aren't they? Back-to-back 14 darters with Jonny Clayton, and he just seems to be getting better as this game is going on.
140.
And setting up potentially the most ferrety of ferret legs. The 1-2-1 left after 9.
140.
Bit of a Jonny Clayton trademark this. Does he deliver? Double 14.
93. Ryan, you require 131. $71. Jonny required 28.
Well, he went for the 2 tops as Clayton eyes up the double 7 and pins it for 4-0. But he went for the 2 tops, and to be honest, from what we see with the 1-2, I thought he was, with the 80 left, he was going to go treble 16, double 16.
100.
But there's a couple of decisions there from Ryan Joyce. Evidently, I'm not quite on his wavelength today. He's done things I haven't expected of him. But Jonny Clayton is doing everything you expect of him here. He is 140ing his opponent into submission. He's had 180, but it's 116 first 9 average because it's all these 2 treble visits from Jonny Clayton. And then when he's getting his chances, he's looking deadly on the doubles.
You say about things happening to expectation. I didn't expect after 4 legs that Ryan Joyce would still not have a leg on the board. But he's playing similar sort of levels to what he did yesterday.
58.
The difference is Jonny Clayton's playing a lot better than Karl Sedlacek did.
Yeah, his finishing got him out of trouble yesterday. He finished very well against Karl Sedlacek. He did not score well, but he got his 3 darts in the opening leg. He's not had a dart at double since. And
the danger is sometimes you'll go back to your hotel, you'll go back to your room, you'll reflect on the game, you go, right, tomorrow I need to do better in that part of my game. And ultimately all you do is you're pressurising it and you're telling yourself a story. Telling yourself that story, I need to score better, I didn't score as well. It lingers.
Treble 17. Not found. Can Jonny Clayton produce the first 10+ finish of the match to break again, and then the whitewash is very, very possible. 1 dart at double.
96.
Just a little short.
Ryan, you require 63.
Very important shot here for Ryan Joyce to get himself on the board. That double 16, the double he loves so much, of course it goes in.
Ryan Joyce.
Been trying to leave it at every possibility. Because that is old faithful for Ryan Joyce. It's always good to have something like that, but it's also one of those things where if it doesn't quite go for you, you can panic, and panic very quickly. Because you don't have a plan B. Plan B is just try and do plan A better.
140. 60.
All around that treble with his second visit, Jonny Clayton, but he's got a 100-point lead. And you can see the frustration from Ryan Joyce there.
57.
Comes up dry in his search for trebles. Leaves 1-2-1 after 9 again.
Jonny Clayton, 121.
Doesn't seem to be getting the release right, does he, Ryan Joyce? Doesn't seem to get the pace of the arm. Well, he did need to go for the bullseye. Looking to add to his 1-2-1 finish tally. Got to start throwing these with purpose. That's better. It's been a little bit soft in the action.
Jonny Clayton, 25.
When you go for the ball as much as he does, you leave 25 a lot, and he's very good at tidying it up, as Jonny Clayton. It is a sort of archetypal Jonny Clayton performance, this. Look at that. So many 14 darts. He's threatened the 1-2-1 check out a couple of times without taking it out, but has come back to tidy up what he's left. Just 140ing his opponent into submission.
45.
Played some excellent darts of late, Jonny Clayton. Saw on the Pro Tour him going into the sort of 111 average range, which is kind of his ceiling, it appears. He's not a guy we've seen average sort of 110s, 120, but we have seen him quite a bit go anywhere between that 107, 111 range. That's him playing in top gear. And he's shown he's able to do that very recently.
140.
He may need to show it again if he does get through to tomorrow, which looks likely right now. He's in a very, very tough section of the draw.
44.
The winner of this will play the winner of Nico Springer and Gerwyn Price. That are coming up later this evening. Gian van Veen already through in this section, and Luke Littler takes on Cameron Menzies.
99.
That is a stacked section of the draw.
Yeah, absolutely brutal, isn't it? Pick someone out of that. I know everybody will be saying Littler, a large number of people will be saying Littler, but you're going to write off Van Veen and Price and Clayton. We're writing off Ryan Joyce right now. I mean, that's just silly play, isn't it?
He's left that quite tricky. One of those shots that rely a lot on that opening dart.
60. Ryan requires 73.
Jonny Clayton not able to put too much of a dent in this one, giving Ryan Joyce a little bit of time.
Game shot on the 7th there. Ryan Joyce. 8th, Jonny to throw first. Game on.
Well, since missing those 3 darts in the opening leg, he's hit his other 2 darts at double Ryan Joyce. That's not been the problem.
85.
Getting darts at double has been the problem. And he lived with Jonny Clayton's score. It's not even with him. He's going to have to outscore Jonny Clayton, because you don't think the
97.
Ferret is going to need too many chances to get this game won.
So about living with the scoring of Jonny Clayton. Jonny Clayton's front 9 average at the moment, 109.52. That is a big gap between 56. The two players right now. Ryan Joyce 18 points down in regards to the front 9 scoring, and that's quite consistent with what he's been doing this tournament, including the game yesterday against Czech. So it's quite a consistent base.
Yeah, and when we've seen him doing well in the big TV tournaments, back end of last year, the Euro Tour early part of this year, it's the scoring. That's brought him the chances. He's always good at finishing. But the scoring hasn't been enough to live with Jonny Clayton today.
58. 140. Johnny require 86.
Brilliant timing there for a big visit for Ryan Joyce. Himself down should Jonny Clayton not take this out.
Game, shot.
But the ferret does take it out, and he sees off Ryan Joyce. 6 legs to 2, and it means the afternoon session comes to a close. Heta, Dobie, Noppert, Chisnall, all seeded casualties, but Schindler, Ross Smith, Peter Wright, and Jonny Clayton all victorious and through to the final day of the Czech Darts Open. We're going to hear a few words from the ferret, and then we'll give you confirmation of what we've seen and what is to come tonight on a packed day of big name darts here in Prague.